and we'll all start at the same time.
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah, now
everybody,
just make sure I email y'all the file.
yeah, I'll send
Wait a minute.
we got a Big Eyes email now. We mad official.
Oh, y'all niggas is really doing work. Shit.
Yeah, so we got the Big Eyes email popping. So yeah, I'll put that in the group chat.
Yeah.
Let me
And I'll make sure I
let me
send
make
that
sure
to
my
y'all
audio
before
is actually
tomorrow.
recorded.
All right, but
Hold on, because my audio not recorded no more. Hold up. I got like the desktop audio working, so like it's already capturing the shit that we've been saying for like last 5 minutes.
Oh my
But
god.
like,
oh god. Hey,
That can
I
never
told
hit
you.
the public.
AD gonna somehow mix up the vocals and gonna say some shit like, "LJ got the hose."
Oh yeah, nah, bro. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be real ugly.
Completely chaotic neutral.
It's like you didn't mean to do bad, but you just did.
LJ, it's gonna say, LJ got the hose. That's how the episode gonna start. I'm gonna be like, oh, what? What?
This is what we do.
We get like 300 listeners a week. This is the first shit they're gonna hear,
Bruh. Section 8 just hit 200 the other day.
That's heat.
Oh, that's dope.
I was dumb hype. So I was like, yo, the way niggas been platforming, like using y'all as a secondary platform and everything, like it's just been lit, bruh. Just to be able to have that experience and just to see the numbers go up. It's like I don't really expect anything out of this except like, like this is just fun for me. Like this is just like another thing that I find. But like if this shit blows up, bruh, oh my gosh, like there's just so much space for like black creators for podcasts and anime like right now where like this shit blowing up is not, it's like it wouldn't surprise me. It's just niggas being niggas, bruh. Like that shit is amazing.
But that's like the best part. Like niggas just like listening to you talking, you being yourself, just like having fun on the shit, and like everybody's coming in to support you on your shit. It's just amazing to like see everybody grow and like support shit.
For real, bro. It's yeah, dog. I'm just happy that I get to do this shit every week. I'm happy that we like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like we look like not even just be able to do this, but have like people supporting me and like pushing us and like having a whole like giving us a platform to be like, you know what? Like we think you guys are fucking tight. We're gonna like push your shit too. And it's I'm happy, man, that we all just connected on this shit for real, bro. Like
listen, bro, man, I can never say it enough. Just like being able to have like people like it's I've talked to y'all live twice now. I consider y'all niggas family, bro. Like,
for real, bro.
Like, off the interactions, like just like I consider y'all niggas family. So like now, like just being able to talk and be able to consider people family off of anime alone, bro. Like I never thought I would get to this point in liking anime where I can just be like, yo, you like this, I like this, let's fucking go. Like
for
like,
real,
this is crazy.
It's bro, and it's just dope because it's nothing but love, bro. It's been nothing but love off rip. Like there's never been on some like niggas just connected off of this shit, like just on some real shit, and they just
like no hater shit, no nothing, just like, hey, bro, let's just create.
Let's just create for real, and they just man, I like you said, bro. I'm happy that I get to do this. I'm happy I get to do this with people that I like to do this shit with. And
and you get to meet more people who also like the same shit, and like we all get to connect. So it's just like it's fun, bro. I love y'all niggas, bro. I ain't gonna go.
I mean, I love you too, dog. I love you.
Like, I love you, bro. It's like having family. It's fun. It's a lot of fun every time.
Yeah. I'm so mad, bro. I was supposed to be out there. I was supposed to be out in NY for fucking Anime Con or like Anime NYC. And
I go every year. And I get like a creator's discount for it too.
For real? Yeah, because Mills got me and him press passes. So we're gonna actually fuck around and do press for the shit. For like lookout.
Yeah, that's dope.
And but they
year to get it.
So he I don't know what he did, but I just no joke. This man, dog, this is why I fucking love Mills, because Mills is always for fun, but Mills is always like, listen, bro, there's an angle we could take here. Cause I hit him like, yo, I just want to come out because I went out to NY for WrestleMania last year, and that's the first time me and Mills ever met. We spent the whole weekend together, and like dead ass, that's my brother for real. Like dead ass. Yeah. But no, and so I hit him again. I was like, yo, I'm trying to come out to NY for NYC. He's like, we should go together and we should try to get Jeff up there too. My fault, AD. This is before me and you started doing the show together. But
no. Go ahead.
No, so I was like, yo, me, you and Jeff should hit things. Like, oh yeah, definitely. So I bought my ticket, and originally I hit him up. We agreed to go, and then he hit the group chat and was like, listen, I'll buy the tickets right now. Like, we all good for this. And this was, man, Anime NYC isn't until November. This is back in like fucking February, March. So he's like, I'll buy the
when they were just finishing Anime NYC the first time.
Yeah. So he was just like, listen, we'll buy the 3-day passes now because 3-day pass is only $65 for
and
all
I got
3
it
days.
cheaper for being a teacher in NYC. I got him for like 25.
For real? See, bro, like that's heat. So like he was like, listen, I'll buy the tickets now. Y'all just pay me back. Like we'll get this all settled. And Jeff was like, I don't think I'll be able to go then, because I think he was planning like an out of country trip. I think he was gonna go to Europe, and so me and Mills was just like, okay, cool, we'll just go. Dead ass. Next day, this nigga sent me the email of him writing them like, hey, listen, the Lookout, we do this, we do that. Like, is there a way we can get press passes? And them writing us back like, yeah, definitely. We'll let you guys know more closer to the thing, but we'll definitely keep you guys in the loop about things.
Sucks. Oh my God.
So I was like, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, we talk about niggas that really, man, listen, Mills is really Diddy, dog, for real.
Facts.
Like,
Mills really is this shit.
He really is, bro. Like, this nigga, bro, be fucking working. Like, I've never met a nigga with a type of work ethic like Mills. Like,
it's funny because my cousin who makes like a sitcom for like YouTube or something and gets buckets for it. Like, he knows Mills. I think they went to like college or something together. Like, I gotta ask them how they met, but like he knows one of my favorite cousins. So I was like, hey, bro, this link was destined. Like, there was no way we kept knowing that the other person existed without us linking somehow. There was no way.
Yeah, definitely. But all right, man, let's get this shit started. All right, everybody all good to record now?
Yeah,
I've been recording for like the last 5 minutes.
All right. So you're gonna have to know where to fucking cut your shit off, then, nigga. Like, that's your fault.
Yeah, y'all can do that. I'm not right now.
Listen. All right, I'm starting now.
I listened to this like 2 times over, bro. So it's like it is what it is. Like,
all right, I'm about to start and get the intro started. All right. Welcome to this week's episode of the Big Eyes Podcast. I'm your host, LJ. We got AD, we got a loaded week, bro. Bro.
You know, my catchphrase is always like, it's sweaty. Like, this was a sweaty ass week. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro.
Hey, man, and with this sweaty week that we got, that is a wild catchphrase, bro. With this sweaty week that we got, we had to call in the homie. He's posted on the Section 8 block. You know, he hasn't left. He hasn't left the block, bro.
But I never leave the block, bro. I'm stoop kid. I don't.
He's a stoop kid, bro. He don't leave the block, man. Shout out to my guy Sid for pulling up on us. What up, Sid? How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing great, bro. Like I said, I'm always happy to be here, bro. Like we just talking about. It's family. It's love. I love it here. My niece was just born, so now it just feels like I have another 2 brothers just to bring into the family. So like, I'm happy. I'm out at this pool party. A socially distanced pool party, by the way, just for any of the listeners who might be concerned. But yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm happy. I'm glad to be able to talk to y'all. We talk every day at this point because, like I said, we're family. But like, I'm happy to be here. It's a big week in anime, bro. Like, I've been waiting for anime to come back. Nothing has been posting in terms of anime. A lot of manga has been delayed 2-3 weeks. So now that we kind of got like 80% of the full slate of things that we all like as a collective group, this is a good time. We're in a good space right now.
Definitely. I mean, this week is eulogy week, bro. This week's eulogy week, bro. And like, like you said, not even low key, high key, bro. People were getting, people were getting popped off this week. I think
it made sense though. It made sense.
It made sense in a lot of ways. We needed this. I mean, come on. They've been gone for how long? I mean, it's been what, 2 weeks?
It's been 2 weeks.
Two and a half.
And then before that, it was another 2 weeks. So shit.
Like, we were owed this week. We were owed this week because, you know, y'all take them long breaks. And if you came back with some mid, I would have been on here talking. I would have been talking reckless. I've been on here talking mad reckless about Shonen Jump. if they came back with some trash, bro. But no, we got a lot of great chapters. You know, Sid, you're here, so I guess we will start.
I guess
we will start with Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone getting the new QB1.
Yes. Yes.
The floor is yours.
A new QB1 steps on the field. A new QB1 steps on the field.
For reference, our names in the chat. I'm not going to tell one of them. One is Chrome Heart Tags, and the other is Chrome QB1. If y'all listened the last time I was up here, y'all niggas would know.
It was Senku Brady.
I'm Senku High. I know Senku is Tom Brady. I really do. But I think he's so much bigger than that. But now the other LJAD, y'all might have my number here. Y'all understand that it might be the system, bro. My guy Chrome. This weekend in
Jimmy
Dr.
G.
Stone.
He's Jimmy G, bro.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
He's Jimmy G. He stepped in.
Yeah. Just like
dog,
my man.
You got it, bro. You got it right now.
You got it.
Okay. So for those who are caught up with Dr. Stone, I'm gonna put the spoiler alert right here. If you're not caught up with Dr. Stone, stop what you're doing. Stop listening to the Big Eyes podcast and go back. Read from wherever it took off from the manga or from the anime. I think it's chapter 53. And now start. So now we know our guys, they're in America. They came to America and they're looking for corn. Corn somehow makes it to gas, and gas makes gasoline for the people who are trying to get to the moon. And now Senku has been shot. Senku is he's on deathbed right now. He's singing Many Men right now because once he gets back, over.
Hey, man.
Over.
50 Cent Senku.
50 Cent Senku. That's what. Yo, next time I come up here, next time I come to the Big Eyes podcast, I'm 50 Cent Senku. Spelled with the S, bro. SCENT.
Oh my god. Hey man, listen, bro. Senku did. Hey, listen, bro. Senku took one from the homies. I will give him that. I mean, he got mad cop talk. He's mad. He's mad undercover talk. But he took a bullet for the homies, and I will respect him for that.
It's crazy because like real quick, it's crazy because it's like, damn, you would think like for the spoiler alert part, you would think that like, oh, he can like get revived because, you know, they turned themselves to stone. Like Sukasa turned himself to stone, but they can't because that shit's out of juice. So now he's really like at death's door. It's like, oh shit, this is a race against time. Like, what we gonna do?
Like,
who's gonna step up? And that boy Chrome. Coming off the bench. Coming off the bench. He's like, bro, it's your time to shine. You the only one. You got to make the plays. You know the audibles. You know the playbook, son. You got this. I can't wait. I can't wait, dog.
I'm excited.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm gonna give Chrome so much more love than Senku. Hey, if he really starts taking his team to the if he takes his team to the championship, dog, Chrome is getting listen, Chrome getting so much more love for me than Senku. Listen, bro.
Bruh, it's literally Tom Brady winning the 5 rings and saying, nah, it's a system. Chrome comes in and wins 4 games. Now you're just like, nah. Chrome got it. Like, bruh, did you miss the 5 rings?
No, I didn't miss the 5 rings. There was a system in place. Listen, man, Chrome's known for doing one job, dog. Chrome is known for doing one job. All right. Then and seeing his development to become QB1, like you gotta respect it. You gotta respect Chrome because he put in the work. He put in the work for this starting spot. Like out of everyone there, man. And you know, to be real, I mean, you've always known that he's gonna step up. He's gonna be the next guy after Senku went down. But to be real, there was a moment where there were so many other characters kind of doing their thing where you're like, shit, I mean, maybe can he? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You asked, like, where's Chrome fit in all this? And now that a lot of people have gotten kind of towards Dr. Stone with the manga, which I completely understand, but now it kind of adds new life to Dr. Stone because now you have a whole different person, and there are so many different barriers that have come across and have come up while Chrome has been QB1. And like they didn't know how to read or write prior to just now, but somehow Chrome enough has picked up enough to kind of make the drawings and do everything that Senku's been doing, and even to a point of success. And then it's been other people as well kind of going into what his Chrome has been doing. And so like y'all said, bro, it's one of those moments where you know, Senku is the main character. You almost expect this, but when Chrome comes into the picture, now you're like, okay, this is a completely different ride than where I was before. Like, Chrome learned science as science was happening. Senku didn't have that. Senku knew science way before.
Definitely. And I mean, like I said, and then that's why Chrome is. That's why I'm happy to see him in the spot, and that's why I said I'm gonna give him much more praise. When we first meet Chrome, think about the first time we meet him, dog.
He was a rock collector. Bro,
listen, Sickle would just be like, bro, you're dumb. You're here for just muscle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're here for just muscle. And like, that's what his role was. That's what the role that he had to play. And to see him now, bro, just be like, fuck it, I'm going to take charge. I think one of the best moments in there is when he asked the girl, like, they're questioning him, like, why is the girl gonna be the one to watch Senku? And he's like, fuck it, she may be a spy, but fuck it, she's the one that stepped up to the job. And like, this is what we gotta put our trust in. And to see him like have to make that tough decision, to see him just to really be the one to take the lead, the one to make those, like you said, them last minute audibles for them to get to where they need to be.
Master of audibles.
the master of audibles. But like, to see him get to that point that's the best shit, like, right now.
I was about to say, I kind of think like he was always going to be just to that point. And I think most recently, even before that, when they were doing The Voyage and they were talking about like the Vikings filler chapter or whatever like that. And they're like, bro, how did Vikings come through this storm? How did they do that? And he's like, oh, I remember. He runs back, and he's been in the field since for the longest time. So like, he runs in and he goes to find this random stone, and he like shines it up in the sky, and it's like, oh, when these two lights are the same like brightness or whatever like that, that means the sun is over there. And it's like, oh shit, like that's how we could find the sun and like get our way to America quicker. This man found a sunstone like out of his own instinct from stuff that he learned. He learned the playbook from Senku, but at the same time, like, he had that natural instinct as a kid. And like, it's just amazing to see him evolve up to this point for him to get his shot. Cause Chrome is that nigga. I ain't even gonna hold you. Chrome is that nigga, dog. Like,
man. So it's funny. This week I actually got reminded of like what it was like to kind of just be a child and do things. For those who don't know me, I work with kids. I teach. I go summer camp. I do all that. So inevitably, I get babysitting offers. And my young boy, who I've been with him for 4 years now, he's now 11. He learned how to juggle. He learned how to juggle while in the pandemic. And so he came up to me. He was like, "Yo, look what I can do." And I was like, "Why would you want to learn that?" And then I remembered, like, "Yo, he's 11 years old. Like, there's no limit on learning anything when you're 11 years old." So when you see Chrome just saying like, yo, like, let me just hold this rock at a different angle, or let me do anything that's not conventional, what you do with rocks, you kind of just sit there and you're like,
outside the box.
Exactly. He's just being a child when it comes to Senku's adult. And so it just makes it so much cooler when you can see that development in your actual life, whether it's you having kids or whether it's your babysitting or a teacher, anything like that. Just to have that curiosity and development is one of those things where you're like, yo, this is an absolutely beautiful moment for anime, for manga, just because you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen next because they're thinking outside of the box, but because they're thinking outside of the box, there's a limitless amount of possibilities for this character to go. And it just makes you so much, like, it makes you feel good on the inside. Like, it makes you feel like a feel good moment. It feels like the Brady Bunch almost, or Full House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think also, like, in addition to that, I think that's what this whole arc is encompassing of, because you see like the antagonist is somebody who was a mentor to Senku, and he's just like, he was a NASA guy or whatever. So he sees like, okay, there's only one person who I know thinks like this, and if we take him out, their whole society is going to crumble. But Senku's whole philosophy is, no, science is about like getting more people into like these ideas of thinking outside the box and creativity at its finest. And you have all of these people who specialize in different things. Like the girl from Zeno's side it was a nurse practitioner, or she was like a nursing student. And then you have like all of these other people who like specialize in different things. Their driver, in this latest chapter, the dude Taiju hops out the whip and he's like, "What's up?" Like, that man hop out the whip. He's just like, "Hey man, like, I know y'all spies or whatever like that, but like, we ain't really finna do nothing to her. So I just need to like head this way, and I just need somebody to come with me. So you trying to catch a ride?" And he takes the black dude. The black dude lost in the fight. I can't believe that, but that's a whole nother story.
Hey, racial angle. Hey, no, they already support cops. Let's talk about it. They already support cops. Let's talk about it.
Bro, that shit hurt.
Hey, you see how Finn got quiet?
I'm not on record saying it. Like I said, I'm not on record saying it, but in the Stone world only, blue lives may be kind of okay. Now, they don't matter. They don't matter. They don't matter. They don't matter. But the one blue life that is there, I understand why they're there.
He said.
Technically, there's a second blue life, because there's that other guy who's like the security guard, who's the sniper. I don't like him.
Oh no, fuck them. Blue lives don't matter. Nah, in America, blue lives don't matter.
All right, we good. We got the full circle. All right, we can move.
Hey, bro. No. So being someone who studies like homogenous culture and shit like that, because like I said, the last time I was up here, my degree, my 4-year college degree, you heard me.
You better let them know.
Hey, listen, it's the episode title. I even gave you the moment to shine. It's the episode title.
No, fuck you. You're being an asshole. I know you. We're friends. I know you. I know you're being an asshole. Fuck you.
Oh my God.
In terms of the culture of homogenous culture where everyone looks alike, it's not America, it's not the melting pot. The police may be somewhat useful in a culture where everyone kind of looks the same. So there might be a lot of reasons to cancel me with that, but I'm letting you know now that homogenous culture is all through the world, and America is a very special place in that regard. But yeah, in Japan, where the culture is not homogenous, I understand how the police take up places and take up spaces and everything like that. And so, like you guys said, it's very interesting to see how people move. Like when I see the nurse who helps everyone and doesn't really care about sides, I think about Clara Barton in the Civil War. I think about how they're going both sides. If someone's hurt, you keep going, you keep healing. And that kind of just adds a whole different aspect to Dr. Stone that wasn't really there before. It was something.
It's that extra layer of humanity.
No, definitely. And I think AD, you actually kind of tweeted this. You were just talking about how Dr. Stone has, you first start reading it's very science-based. You're really worried about the science behind things, and now how it has shifted from outside of just even science.
Yeah.
Just the cultural things, the historical references, just there's a bunch of things in there now that is just encompassing a lot more. And I really do like that about Dr. Stone, is how it just continues to become a fuller story. Even in this, another thing I like that they do is I like how they have these chapters centered around them trying to make like one tool. But while they're trying to make this one tool, they are also telling this kind of bigger story that's going on around them. Like this chapter is really just about them using a drill. Like it really getting to the point of it. Like it's about them attempting to use a drill. But while they're trying to tell us, this story about using drill, once again, this is where we're going to give Chrome all his love. You see Chrome have to continue to make hard decisions. He has to do things and take this leadership role in which probably it is not easy for him. This is not an easy moment for him because throughout this time he's just the best person taking orders. That's what he's really been. He's been the best guy kind of taking orders and being able to kind of pitch in when he can. Now it's kind of like, oh shit, he's really top dog now. He's the guy calling the shots. He's the guy that's like really, he's calling, running the offense, and now we got to see him move in such a different light. And to see him this chapter really step into that role, make these tough decisions while at the same time these niggas is trying to use a drill. It's dope. It's really dope. And like, man, we got to give Mr. Chrome Heart Tags himself. We got Mr. Chrome Heart Tags praise this week on the Big Eyes podcast.
Let's say, is Chrome Big Eye certified? Like we can't slander him anymore because I haven't been slandering him anyway. But I'm making sure y'all two are on the same wave that I am, because if y'all slander Chrome, I gotta shoot back. I have to.
Chrome for now is unslanderable.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Chrome is
sure
good.
We're all in the same place.
There's probably like 4 people on Senku's crew that I could slander, but like I think they deserve to slander. But like everybody else is good. Chrome is especially like top tier. I can't slander him.
Yeah, no.
Senku is not slander proof though. I'm gonna remind y'all.
Okay. So when I came here last time, and I talked about how Senku was slander proof. Senku was like OJ Simpson almost.
Oh my god.
I don't think we want to go this route.
No, I want to go this route. I want the smoke. I studied law. We're good.
Let's go.
We're good.
As much as OJ Simpson got off because of, I'm not even going to say OJ Simpson didn't do it, but OJ Simpson, if you hear this, hit my line. We have to talk, bro. I want to know you.
OJ, do not call the Big Eyes podcast.
No, call me.
Call section ain't no juicy. Big Eyes podcast. Big Eyes podcast.
Our lines are closed, bro. Our lines are closed to OJ Simpson. Listen, sir, I'm happy you got your stuff back. That's what I got to say. I'm happy you got your stuff back.
There's like 3 athletes I don't want smoke with. It's OJ Simpson, it's Bo Jackson, and it's Mike Tyson. Them 3 I don't want no smoke with, so don't touch us.
That's a good list. No, I like that. That's a very good list. That's a very fair list.
If we're gonna talk about people we want smoke with, though, we gotta hop into this month's chapter of Dragon Ball Super. We want Sid, you're a guest on the show once again. We're talking Super. We're talking Super. You're the guest, but this is still our show. All right. So listen, you know what you signed up for.
Okay. So for the sake of the show, I'm gonna chill out. But I want you to know the best promo I've ever cut in my life. I've cut like 4 promos in my life. The best one was on Big Eyes talking shit about DBS. And this is just to say, I love DBS. I will watch DBS every week, and I will read Dragon Ball Super every month. I love it. It's like I want the satisfaction of ending my childhood the right way. Like if I have a child and they get into anime and manga and they're still reading Dragon Ball, I think something is wrong there. Like I shouldn't be doing this anymore. But me personally, as much as I slander DBS, I fuck with DBS. So we can talk about it. We're good.
I mean, this week, someone had to smoke for Moro to this week, and it was a character in which I don't have much love for.
I don't care about them.
I don't think they
really.
I don't
like or dislike. I just don't care. Like, do you really care about the hyperbolic time chamber?
I care about him just a little bit, just for that interaction. Not just the interaction, but like what he meant to Goku and the greater part of the story. Because I think not just him being there wasn't just like a simple thing. It's a more, if they tell this story, it's a greater thing that could lead into the next arc. That's what I feel like. So I care about him just a little bit.
So the thing is, to me, until Piccolo, Dragon Ball Z never really cared about the next arc. So like
I can definitely agree with that. I can definitely agree with that.
So like when they left Namek, for example, the next arc wasn't really, I don't think it was really cared for. I think it was a possibility, and I think that it's good to go back to Dragon Ball. It's good to recall your sources, but I don't think Dragon Ball Z has ever really cared for the next arc. Otherwise, things wouldn't be written the way they are. Like I don't.
I think I think the Cell arc into like Boo was a little bit cared for. I think because we were like, Gohan is here, Goku is dead. How will Gohan grow up? Like, well, now we see like fucking Gohan was a simp and he like didn't grow out to the way that we thought he would. But
I'm Great Saiyan Hive. I'm Great Saiyan Hive. I am.
I mean, I am too.
But Great Saiyan Man.
I'm Great Saiyan Hive. No, I love Great Saiyan Man.
I'm not even gonna hold you. At first, I thought you said because he called him a simp, and then you said Great Saiyan Man, but I thought you said Drake Saiyan Man, and so I was like, "Yo, you really took it there. You really took it there." I was, man, listen, I thought you called this man Drake Saiyan Man. I was gonna say, "Wow, this is where we're going with this episode." I see.
Hey, bro, after Laugh Now, Cry Later, Drake is slander proof for at least another 2 months, at least.
Oh my god!
So don't look my way. And my family's light skinned. Nah. Drake is home. We here.
Drake is home.
God. But this episode is definitely off the rails.
We're my girlfriend is Jewish. My girl is Jewish. So when eventually we have kids, I'm pushing out Drake CDs.
Yeah,
we're pushing out Drake CDs.
Yes. All take care, children. Oh my god! But for those who don't know, man, we are talking about Mirrors, who pulls up, and he controls the situation. That's what he does. He's not there to truly he's not there to really kind of turn the tide in a sense. He's just there to kind of control it, to make sure things don't go way too far, because it was looking very bleak for the Z fighters. I'm talking about this. Goku got a hole in his chest. Vegeta's donezo. The rest of the Z fighters, I mean, they, even if they were at full health, you already know that they aren't really changing and or doing anything. Mirrors pulls up and he has to, he's like, listen, I'm gonna help y'all escape. I'm gonna help y'all escape real quick. Dende, you go do your thing. Shout out to Dende, man. Came through with
the white mage. Dende is the white mage.
He did come through.
He abridged.
I'm glad he did.
Man, listen, he came through. He had all the sensu beans, he had all the bandages. He had all the tussin. He went over there. It was like Russell Tussin on it. It was like Russell Tussin on it. Y'all be straight. Came there with put Vicks on the bottom of their feet, put the socks on.
Put some peroxide on these niggas. Just
man, listen. He came through with all the remedies. And we see Mirrors in battle, and as we all know that Mirrors is an angel. Mirrors is an angel. He can't even be here. Like that's the big thing. He's not even supposed to be here. He's there, and I know this chapter. This is why, man. This is why I don't really care about Mirrors. Is because they introduce him. They introduce that he's an angel. Then he just disappears. He just disappears. He's not there. No one really talks about him after this. After him training Goku, then he comes back up, and then finally we get this backstory of, oh, now being with humans and trying to figure out this world and this universe, I found a sense of justice. And now I feel that this is my duty and my job to handle this. And after we kind of learn this, he has this internal realization. He disappears again. So it's like, what the? Listen,
so to me, it's kind of funny, just because I think back into Goku Black, and I don't even know the motherfucker's name. Zamasu.
I was gonna say it.
I was thinking Zenitsu from Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah.
all the Z names be looking alike. There's only but so many sounds you can make with the Z.
That's
true. Definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, I was thinking of Zamasu and how his position against human race was he watched it happen. He saw he saw everything happen when it comes to the human race and just said, I don't think this is for me. Which is I think just to pose that juxtaposition when it comes to Dragon Ball Super, I think it does add a new layer that hasn't really been there for Dragon Ball or Akira Toriyama since Dragon Ball. I don't really think anyone has really thought of consequences or long-term things since Dragon Ball. I remember they talked about in Dragon Ball, they talked about using the Dragon Balls and what type of long-term effects it would have, the first time Piccolo destroyed the sun of the moon, or the first time Roshi destroyed the moon, he thought about the consequences that came with it. And this kind of felt like that, almost an old feeling of Dragon Ball Super. So I was just like, you know what? If they start thinking about consequences when it comes to doing things out of the kindness of your heart, I think that's when Dragon Ball gets entirely interesting again. That's when I'm a little bit more into it than I was the past. Shit, Dragon Ball Z ended in like what, 2001, if that, 2002 in America.
In America, probably like 2003, because GT came out like 04 and ended like 2005.
It's funny. I actually had GT on PlayStation before I knew what GT was. I had Dragon Ball Final Bout. Final Bout on PlayStation 1, right? Yo,
yes.
I keep saying we're family, bro. I keep saying we're family. I keep saying it.
My man. That game used to be hard. You had like 5 different Super Saiyans.
And you had to do wild input combos to get your Spirit Bomb out. But yeah,
oh my God.
It almost gives me that feeling to where I don't know anymore. I don't know the direction you're going. When you think about the juxtaposition between one arc to the other, that's what I think about. And now that you kind of have people who are very amoral to the idea of deleting people, billions and trillions of people at the snap of their finger, I think having people who are amoral to a situation adds like a dynamic to Dragon Ball that I hadn't really seen in a very long time. So now, as much as I slander Dragon Ball Super, I'm happy. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
This is not why I'm up here this week. I'm not slandering Dragon Ball Super.
I'm happy because I mean, this chapter was cool. I mean, it's 97% action, which I mean was a great fight scene. I mean, you really do see how strong the angels are. It's 97% action, 1% Goku finally getting healed up and somehow him not having a hole in his chest anymore, and 2% Whis talking shit. Like that's the 2% of Whis talking shit is like the best stuff of the chapter. Like him just being like, man, Whis is such a great character. He's so snarky. He's so like, he doesn't
care.
He doesn't care, and like he abides by the rules. And I think he does actually have a lot of love for Mirrors. I think he's really sad to see that Mirrors made a decision that was going to end his life. You even see it with the little like, what an annoying little brother, type type comment. You could tell that he has love for his brother, and you could tell that he was very sad to see him go. But Mirrors making this decision, and him just being like, I'm holding off so Goku could finish this battle because Goku can now, his ultra instinct,
full ultra instinct.
His ultra instinct is now complete. Is now fully formed. He disappears. He gives Goku this final like, adios, pal. You finish up the job.
Yeah, it's a gift.
And we're left off with a great we're left off with kind of a great image, a very typical Dragon Ball image that gets you very hyped for the next chapter, the next thing that's gonna happen. Of Goku's now mad, Goku is now pissed, and now he is getting ready to ascend to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's literally the Frieza arc all over, and they're on Namek. So like, as much as Dragon Ball Super excites me to kind of just have the amoral characters and just to kind of just do things, at the same time, like, they're still sticking to what the quintessential Dragon Ball is. Like, they're saying, oh, we have to ascend from this level to the next. We're saying we have to do certain things for us to get into the same tropes and shonen tropes that we know and love for Goku to just be Goku. So I'm excited. I'm very happy with what's going on right now. And I haven't been happy with Dragon Ball Super in, I want to say, 2 years now after the ultimate after the tournament. So now that I'm happy with Dragon Ball Super, I'm excited to keep picking it up every month. Like, now I'm like, the month by month series are doing it for me, aside from Attack on Titan. But this is not why we're here.
This is not why we're here today. Listen, we're not here for Attack on Titan today.
We're not here for Attack on Titan.
But I mean, but a very solid super chapter. I do agree with you. There was a point where they were just it wasn't. I didn't feel that it was bad. It was just lagging, and it was just kind of like, all right, this is dragging along to a point where it's like, this isn't fun. I think they were trying to do things to keep us engaged, but it was a short-term fix. And those short-term fixes just sometimes they hit for the moment, but then it's kind of like, all right, man, whatever. What's next?
Yeah, they do it for us because I think as a generation, our expectations are very low for a lot of things, and Dragon Ball has been able to thrive off those low expectations because if they put out Super Saiyan 5 tomorrow, I promise you, I'm gonna be at the first one on the page. So like, I'm a hater, but at the same time, I'm a hater who is also a child, so I can't hate something for very long.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can't do the same. But there is one thing that I'm gonna ease up on this week. Another monthly chapter.
They definitely have my mercy for this week.
There's another thing where I'm gonna ease up on this month. This month's chapter of Boruto. And
we have to do this.
We do have to do this. We have to do this.
This was a loaded week.
I told you it's the loaded week. We have to do this.
I'm fine with it. Fine.
We got this week's episode of Boruto this month's chapter of Boruto. And I am very on the fence about this chapter. I'm very on the fence about this chapter, man. There was just a lot going on. Just a fucking lot going on. It just, I don't even know where to start with this. The ADU talk, because I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck.
I mean, for me, like, I feel the same way. Like, there was a lot, but then also a lot of nothing. Like, Jigen shows up, he's in the sky, he's like, oh yeah, I'm here in the village. He shows up like Pain, you know what I'm saying? Planetary devastation, almighty push, all that good stuff. But he just pulls up and he's just like, I ain't even here to do all of that. I'm just here for one person. Where's Kawaki? And everybody's just like, well, I ain't even got the information for you, but you can catch this fist. And everybody's like, all right, so I can kill everybody here right now, but like, I ain't trying to do all that. So where's Kawaki? And like, the only big thing for this chapter for me was like, Boruto, they take Kawaki to like a bomb shelter basically, and Sasuke's with Boruto, and he's just like, "Yo, you can't be out here. You's a kid. Like, you can damage them, but like, you really ain't supposed to be here." And Boruto's like, I want to fight, but like, dying kind of scares me also. And the biggest thing from that whole scene was Sasuke giving him the cut headband from like where Naruto and Sasuke fought all the way back in part 1. And it's just like, okay, you know how Boruto starts with the flashback. He puts on the cut headband, and this is where he gets Sasuke's headband. So it's just like, all right, he's passing the torch, kind of, sort of. That's probably the only thing.
He getting a torch from a bitch nigga though, bro. He getting a torch from a bitch. No, we're not gonna do this, bro.
I was trying to ease on by. Because I knew it was gonna happen.
No. Listen, man. Listen, bro.
Oh, man.
Boruto got the headband.
You hate to see it, but you love to see it.
Bro, Boruto got the headband from a nigga who was always crying, this moody ass man. He would have gave me that headband, and it would have still been bitch assness residue on that headband. There's still a glimpse of bitch assness on that headband.
Okay. No. Did he really run? Did Sasuke really run from people?
He ran, bro.
Ran?
Technically, he got stole and then decided to stay out. Like,
he was, man. Listen, bro. He ran. He ran. He cried the whole time. He ran.
Okay. So just moving past all of it, because I'm not even gonna get to old Naruto talk, because this episode will be 2 hours, and no one wants to listen to 2 hours of podcast unless it's the Joe Budden podcast. So like, we're not doing that.
I wouldn't mind because like
I would do it too, but I'm a psycho. So
chaotic neutral. Okay, man. Sis, man, spit your piece. Come on, I need to hear this. I need to hear you.
So you know what Boruto being the big shuriken. Do you know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of when Sasuke and Naruto had to scheme against Zabuza, and Sasuke threw the four seam shuriken, and it turned into Naruto, and he cut Kakashi open from the water prison jutsu.
Yeah,
that's what that reminded me of. And so
it's very similar. I mean, they do that throughout the whole series though, where they continue.
They did it against Momoshiki too.
They like I'm saying, like they definitely continue to do these like callbacks. I don't even want to call them callbacks anymore. They're just kind of like recycled moves to this point.
But I think for Boruto, I think that signifies something significant. I think it signifies his willingness to be a planner. I think it signifies his willingness to kind of just listen to someone else, because otherwise Boruto before this kind of just looked for the short and easy path to go towards things. So like during his tuning exams, he used the ninja science.
Yeah.
And I think that moving forward, I think that kind of legitimizes Boruto when it comes to the world of ninjutsu and not using the help and not using certain things to kind of push him forward. I think this kind of takes him back into Sasuke's realm of ninjutsu, where you had to be quick, you had to be kind of sneaky, you had to be willing to sacrifice someone else's life to do the mission that you had to do. And it's even more interesting because I think that when you become a part of a militarized faction at the age of like 13, 14, you think about other things that people don't have to think of. And I think the things that they didn't have to think of were the things that Boruto didn't have to think of. They didn't have to think of the war. They didn't have to think about the Nekto Kage. They didn't have to think about what if someone invaded, because it was a relatively global time. Like everyone was linked to everyone. The Kaze Kage and the Hokage were friends. Killer Bee's first man became the Hokage version, the Raikage. That's what I'm thinking of. The Raikage of the Cloud Village. And so and then the guy who was the advisor to the Mist Hokage, Mizukage, I think.
Yeah,
Mizukage. The person who was hosting Mizukage, who saw everything happen, was also the Mizukage of the village. So now I think we're in a little bit more of a globalized time, almost to where I think things will kind of start to look like World War II almost, to where we have one specific enemy and we have to handle this. I think Germany will manifest itself in not Kawaki, of Momoshiki's faction and everything like that, to where it's almost like a world problem instead of just a me and you problem. Like Akatsuki was a me and you problem until it became a world problem right after, and then everything became a world problem after that.
Yeah. I mean, you have a point here, man. You have a point here. But
wait, are you admitting I have a point? This is new to me.
You have a point. Listen, I don't think you're saying anything wrong about this. I do think that this moment is really big for Boruto. I think like this is I mean, even the ending part, like I'm not gonna act that like I wasn't like that ending where you see Boruto, Naruto, and Sasuke all together. I'm like, damn, this is a big moment. This really is a big moment for Boruto, for him to step up and really truly show that he is a true ninja. To even think about him being able to think about the plan himself, and for him to be like, no, like I planned on using this power, I planned on using this. Like, Naruto is being a big hater for not letting his son go into the battle. Listen, bro, if your son want to drill shit, like your son drill shit. That's just my philosophy, dog. If your son want to come, if your son want to come with the ride along, like, I mean, shit. I mean, why not? But no, it is a big moment for Boruto, and to see him step up as a ninja is cool. I just think, to be honest, this chapter, I think the big thing in this chapter is that they failed Jigen as a villain. They failed him as a villain. Yeah. There's no way you don't pull up to a village, floating above a village. Everyone is scared of you. They're backing up. It don't just hurt. You have to blow everything up. Like like that is your goal. The fact that you go down there, you're asking questions, you're letting people pass on by. I'm talking about you letting people throw shurikens at you and you're not even responding. How am I supposed to respect you as a villain? And just like you're not even able to, you're not drilling shit. Like what I'm saying, like you're not really going down there. You're not giving me this sense of evil or fear.
But here's the thing though. On the other, I hate to cut you off, bro. But here's the thing on the other side of that though. It's like you know his capabilities, you know his power, bro. So and he knows that too. It's just like, bro, if you know that you could really just like run some shit and drill some shit, like, and everybody knows that, and everybody put out a code alert, like, this is not a drill, evacuate the village because we ain't trying to have like another planetary devastation type shit. Like, you would really you would think like, all right, I don't have to do it because I know I can, but that defeats the purpose.
So to me personally, it almost feels like all of what Naruto Shippuden was. So the first global threat to the world of Naruto was Deidara. And all he didn't blow up the village. He just took what he needed. The second global threat at that point was Orochimaru. He didn't do anything. He just went after Naruto and Sasuke. The third global threat after that was just Kisame, Toby, and Madara. So I think it almost stays in line with the fashion of what Naruto does in terms of small problems being a very, very big problem. Like, I don't think you have to take out whole villages to put people on notice for what you're doing. And I think that speaks more to the hierarchy of Naruto and how, these militaristic villages live. So like you can kill a commander, you can kill a Kakashi, and that's a big deal in the world. It doesn't feel like that because in the world we live in, you can kill a commander of an entire army and they'll replace them by tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think the difference is that we feel one way about things because we've almost been raised in a globalistic war mode to like the Afghanistani war and everything like that versus one central thing being a problem in Naruto. And so now we kind of put our influence of our life problems onto manga.
But here's it's because of how the story was also laid out. Like I agree with you on that, but it's also like when you have the build up and like it was just a country problem. The Akatsuki were just like this a band of rogue ninjas from each and every country. And then it wasn't until the very end of that war that we say, oh no, this is actually a global thing with Madara trying to, do the infinite Tsukuyomi on the moon. And now you have all of these, I don't know what they're called, Otsutsuki. I don't fucking know their name.
Bruh,
but the fucking
what we're talking about.
The moon people, but
the moon
yeah, mooning niggas. But like for real though, like the fact that like they came from the moon made it a global problem, and like they didn't have to be introduced. I was perfectly fine with Madara being the final villain, but that just so happened to be the case. Like, oh no, these people came from the moon, and that's the whole premise for Boruto. Like moon niggas trying to come, and I don't know what the fuck they're really trying to do because we still don't know honestly what Momoshiki's plan was. Like we know that we know what the karma is about, and like every time somebody has a symbol, like they're always gonna come back. That's a metaphor, but like I hate that metaphor. But like it's just like they made it a global thing in the story, and so when you have that and you're the enemy is self-aware about what they could do to this entire nation and this entire planet. It's also a flip side of that to where I could die at any moment because I had to pull all of my karmas away from Kawaki. So like I could actually like die for it. But before then, I could really just destroy y'all niggas, find Kawaki, and let that be the end of it. Like it would defeat the purpose. He's not really there on no fuck shit. He's more I want to say humane, but like there's a word for that. I can't think of it right now. But he's more down to earth than we give him credit for. Yeah, yeah.
I thoroughly enjoy my villains down with the fuck shit. I'm just gonna keep it real. I fully want my villain to pull up to my front door and be like, you know what, I'm about to blow your neighbor's house up too because I can. Like, and I do agree with you guys that him blowing up the village would have been something outside of the actual story they were trying to tell. But it's like you introduce a guy in such a menacing way. And for him to just kind of land and just be like, you know what, I just want this kid. Like it just felt like, oh damn, like
so, like it looks so much different. Like Pain didn't want to talk. He did all of his talking with Jiraiya.
Yeah. It's like, listen, bro.
Look, if Jiraiya and Naruto can't explain it to me, I don't need to talk to anyone, and just started offering people left, right, 1, 2, 1, 2. He killed Kakashi, Hinata, Choji's dad, and like 3 other people before he even really talked to anyone.
Listen, bro, I like my villains. Oh fuck shit! Like I tell you, I like them just to be
to talk to people about certain. Like I don't need your monologue, bro. I watched the entire story. Just start killing niggas, bro.
Just start, bro. Listen, man. There's only a few villains that truly will give me bars, and will be like, I need to hear the bars.
We got to get to one of them niggas in the next section.
Oh yeah, because he definitely can't cast bars. You know what? Listen, we gonna cut Barto off right there. You're going to that now. Because there is a certain villain who gave.
We have the ghost of Pop Smoke.
Bro, listen.
In a room.
Yo, I don't, man. Top, man. Where we ranking Shigaraki top time, all time, bro? All time villain.
Promo? Can I cut a promo for Shigaraki?
Yes, go for it.
So, like, the thing with Shigaraki is like the determination, bro. Just like in a lot of anime, a lot of people, they see heroes, they say, okay, I get it. But to have a situation where you're like, no, I understand heroes, but I don't rock with them. I'm calling out the philosophy of heroes. I'm calling out why they're good. I'm calling out everything that they want to do and saying they're doing this for the wrong reason. And I think the villain clan or the villain hive, whatever they're called, the League of Villains, that's what they're called. I think the League of Villains has so much more legitimacy than what they're showing us. And I think that when you're in a society of people who just have the ability to do extraordinary things, you have to start asking questions. I don't think the Hero Society asked those questions. I think the Villain Society asked those questions, realized they didn't like the answers that they were getting, and said, look, we have a different vision. And I think Shigaraki is the culmination of that villain.
Definitely. There's a moment in here where Shigaraki is talking, and he's just talking about like, I'm gonna get the exact quote. It's the moment where he says, for generations you pretended not to see those you couldn't protect and swept their pain under the rug. It's tainted everything you've built. That means your system is all rotten from the inside with maggots crawling out. It all builds up little by little over time. Listen, bro. Listen, dog. He gave.
That's America.
Listen, dog.
Like, that is the 2021.
No, for real. If there is a moment in manga that truly summarizes what our world is or what our year has been, it is that right there. And like for them. And this is why I like Shigaraki as a villain so much. His hate for heroes, his want to see the society around him go down isn't rooted in nothingness. I think we get a lot of villains, and like I just said, like literally probably 3-4 minutes ago, I'd love when I see villains come through and just start blowing shit up. I love it. I think it's really fun. I think like the point of a villain anyways is to cause havoc and wreak havoc. But you very, very rarely see these villains that are so deeply rooted in something bigger than I just want to cause havoc. I just want to cause chaos. I just want to destroy the universe. Like, that's it. Like, he's like, yo, listen, no, there's a real ass reason why I hate you guys. There's a real ass thing that you guys do in that, like, this society, and it's just how tainted it is and all these things. And this is why I am the way I am. This is why I search the power that I search for. This is why I want to destroy you guys. And I think this is really dope because in a few chapters before, we get a moment where he has to choose. Do I want to go this route that my master has set for me, or do I want to be my own villain? And to see him be like, no, what? Like, I understand you gave me this power, but this power is now mine. I am now my own villain. This is why I'm now here. To see him fully now just kind of step into that, give his reasoning, and really truly like engulf that. Like, I can't really think of a better villain in anime right now, or in manga at all. Like, he's really top one villains right now. Because it's just how well he can just even push the story himself. Like, most stories are all centered around the hero, but my hero, he's also a huge contributor to what this whole story plot is. This really, this even adds a different side to Deku of when Deku finally, we're getting the story told from the sense of Deku's already the number one hero. How does this moment change Deku? How does this moment change his trajectory as a hero, and how he change? Does he change as a hero? How does he change the society? So this moment is way too dope for me. They really went all in on this chapter.
So to me, so I'm finally gonna put the spoilers out there. Spoiler alert for anyone who listens and doesn't watch or doesn't read. I encourage you to read because that's the life. But 2, LJ's name is R.I.P. old nigga. LJ's name is R.I.P. old nigga, which
and that wasn't for mirrors.
It was not for mirrors. It was for the passing of. Was he a number one hero? Was he a number one hero ever?
I don't think so. I think it was like top 5. We don't actually get the information. I don't think, because the oldest people in the story right now are
him and All Might, right?
Oh, Recovery Girl.
Recovery Girl
too. Yeah. So just to get the RIP, the good prayers out there. RIP to Gran Torino for those who have read, for those who are going to read. Gran Torino was gone.
He might have one more plus ultra in him.
One more. I got one more in him. But RIP old nigga. I think that it makes sense. I think if you're trying to move forward in a new generation of heroes, there are 2 heroes who know about Shigaraki prior to his meeting for All for One. It is All Might and it is Gran Torino. Torino, who worked with the former One for All.
What's her name? Nana? I think her name is Nana. Yeah.
Bruh, I don't know names. I barely know my name. Saying y'all niggas be reminding me for real.
No, Nana.
Yeah, I think that the end of the people who understand where Shigaraki comes from puts my hero into a whole new perspective. I think that it puts them in a place where Shigaraki no longer has to act within the confines of how people used to think of him. And so now this is when he gets evil. This is when characters start dying. This is when characters start losing their quirks. And I think that significance is huge in my hero. I almost think we're getting into the end game of my hero.
Do you think it's the end game?
I don't think it's the end game, but I think we're inching close to it. So you remember how at the special ending of Avengers Age of Ultron was Thanos going into the Infinity Gauntlet without the stone saying, okay, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
I think this is Shigaraki saying, okay, I'll do it myself.
See, to me, I kind of see, like, if you watch or read One Piece, I kind of see this part as like the Marine Forward part, where it's like it's the transition of age, where kind of you have Gran Torino kind of like symbolizing Whitebeard or whatever, and Shimura is he's signifying the new age. He could be like Blackbeard in this instance. So it all falls into like, I think this is really just a halfway point. That's what I'm trying to get at. I think this is just the new age. Like, the villains are going to be on top. Shigaraki is going to build the future that he envisions, and we're gonna see a rise from like the young heroes who are like, no, this is the society that we feel for. Like, we understand you as a person, and we can't allow that, but we understand. And so, in order to fix that, we're gonna fix society ourselves the right way without like shutting people out. That's how I feel like the story could go. I feel like that's the most logical sense. But in this instance right now, I just think that this is like the midway point of the story. Like, this is where shit starts to turn.
Definitely. No, definitely.
And how Deku becomes number one.
No, this is definitely where people start to make names for themselves. I see Bakugo. Hold up. I just realized Todoroki is a mid.
He said Todoroki isn't in here.
No. I know where he's going with. He just said Todoroki mid.
Listen, what does Todoroki have to do with this? Hey, man, he's catching a stray. He's dead catching a stray right now.
Look, my laptop is on 18%. I'm not going to talk about it now.
He had to slide that one in there.
AD knows. AD knows. It is Bakugo, Midoriya, and Todoroki fighting right now with Endeavor. I mean, someone ain't pulling their weight, and it's not Bakugo or Midoriya. But we're going to talk about that later.
To give Todoroki his very quick excuse, the only reason why he isn't in this right now is to keep Deku's secret safe. It's the only reason why he isn't here right now. Only reason. Bakugo knows the secret. Bakugo knows the secret. Aizawa knows the secret. Endeavor might. And
Endeavor definitely knows.
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, he might. Yeah. But and Gran Torino knows the secret. It's the only reason why these guys are here. If the secret wasn't on the line, I feel that Todoroki would be there. But I don't know. But I'm giving him this slight pass now. I'm gonna give him the slight pass. Now.
Yeah, I like AD said. I think it's a move into the next generation of heroes, because at this point, what can Endeavor do?
Do we get a time skip? Do y'all think we get a time skip?
I think we get a time skip.
It's a strong possibility.
I don't think you can have a long-term manga without some form of time skip, whether it be how Time Paradox Ghost Rider did it, in terms of just saying, yo, such and such days have passed, and now I'm here, or it's kind of like the Death Note time skip, where it's just like, okay, they're doing this, so time skip happened. But yeah, I think we got a time skip.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it happening. I mean, once again, my name is RP'd. Oh, nigga. RP Gran Torino. I mean, listen, but his death was meaningful. His death means something. He probably does get one last plus ultra and like darts in front of the bullet and gets his quirk erased and then dies in Deku's arms or something like that. Next week's chapter is a very on edge chapter because Deku's in a position where it's cool to see him use the Black Whip. I think this is the first time we've seen him use it during this battle so far. He got that. You got Endeavor coming through with a mega fire punch that's about to happen, and Shigaraki's trying to make one last little, I think his goal is Eraserhead, and even if the bullet does hit Eraserhead, I would not be upset with it. And here's why I wouldn't be upset with Eraserhead losing his quirk is because he has already established himself as a hero that can only use his quirk his quirk is very supportive. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got hands. Like, he really wins all his fight with hands, and like his quirk just kind of evens the battle. So even if he loses his quirk, I think it just keeps him in the story. He's still allowed to be his teacher. He's still very knowledgeable of being a hero. So he's still able to contribute to the story without actually having to be out in the battlefield. I mean, it's kind of he'll just kind of take an All Might role now, where All Might doesn't have his quirk anymore, and he can, but he still contributes to the story.
Here's the question. Here's the big question of this though. Aizawa loses his quirk. Shigaraki gets all of his quirks back. What happens next?
I mean, oof.
That's the fun in it.
That is the fun in it.
I think My Hero has been very shonen in being typical in the sense that they kind of telegraph a lot of things that happen when they did the villain saga at the end of season 1. They were kind of like, okay, this is what we expect from the villains, and then after that, it kind of just went rogue, and then they'll kind of be able to jump back in between not having shonen trumps and having shonen tropes, not trumps, tropes. Hey, bro, pool parties is crazy. But yeah, I think being able to kind of jump in between those and being able to explain certain things I think that there's a role carved out for Eraserhead that wouldn't have been there prior, but is there now, and they're able to really do their thing, and kind of just like not having a quirk is not the end all be all of the character anymore.
Yeah,
like
you know,
we see Mirio is so prevalent. We see Eraserhead is going to be prevalent whether he loses quirk or not. Not Nightshade. The motherfucker who tells the future. His presence is still very prevalent, even though he died. Night Eye. Yeah, bruh, I'm terrible with names. Like I've been watching 16 episodes of ReZero, and the only reason I know Subaru's name is because he's a car. So like,
hey, bro, I get Ram and Ram confused all the time in that show.
All the time. They make no sense.
But he you know, it's intense. It's very intense right now, and you know, once again, this is a big testament of My Hero. Okay, I will say Jujutsu Kaisen is probably the best manga out right now, but My Hero will forever be in that top 3 rotation. And they go through these spurts where they're top 1. What's up?
I'm catching up right now. I feel like that.
Jujutsu Kaisen is top 1 right now. And
I told you where I'm at. Like,
yo, AD, you were talking all that shit about me, talking about, yo, he's not even called it. Yes, I am, bro. Yes, I am. I'm unemployed. I'm caught up, bro.
Because I spent my time catching up on Dr. Stone and then reading like other stuff. I've been reading Prince of Tennis. Like I've been rotating around.
Which is really great, by the way. Great. But nah, man. But like My Hero, you know, is forever going to be in that top 3. And they consistently show why, though. You know, even like they, like you said,
it doesn't get stale at all.
It doesn't, and they did what I think a lot of people, when they first really jumped into the series, got afraid of, which is people were these characters are going to be defined by their quirks, and they did the exact opposite. Where these quirks are actually kind of, in a sense, defined by the person using them.
Personality traits.
Yeah, for real. And they have done that so well to the point where it's like you said, there's not a stale moment, which makes this thing so great and so fun to read, and why like legit you can't put it down. Even when, and this is why also they can do things like step away from the main storyline, step away from the main characters, and still tell a compelling ass story with all these side characters, you know, that we just saw in the past couple chapters where everyone's looking at Momo and looking at Red Riot and all these guys, and seeing them do their thing and be like, damn, bro, this is just as exciting as the main storyline, the main thing that's going down. So My Hero is they've been so consistent, and
it's special.
It's very special, especially special for a thing that I think we can all agree on is going to be it's going to be a long running thing.
No, it's going to be 800 chapters plus. And if it's not to say that I'm underwhelmed by it, but I think that what they've done so far, I think we have another 5-6 years of this, and I'm happy to read through it.
Oh, definitely.
In 5 years, I'll be 31, and I'll be reading my child like My Hero, which is I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I really and there's something you did say about like I don't want my kid reading Dragon or like Dragon Ball to be like the first thing like my kids
no,
or like
I don't at all.
Yeah,
like,
I agree with that, because I feel like as Dragon Ball now is definitely for Dragon Ball fans that have been fans of the series since Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Ball is
30-year fans.
My Hero is the Dragon Ball of now. My Hero is the Dragon Ball of now.
And the opportunity to get into it is right now, as it's getting to kind of a halfway climax. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. And like, I mean, kids got it easy now, bro. The dub turnouts now are so much better than the dub turnouts we got.
Like I said, I'm a middle school teacher. My 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, then when I reference My Hero in my lessons, they're like, "Oh, Deku, all right, cool. We're all on the same page here." So this is not something that is new to us. And then parents, when I talk to them about, "Oh yeah, I talk about Midoriya," the parents know exactly who I'm talking about. It's almost Goku-esque in a sense that like we're here. Like this is this generation's Dragon Ball. Like I think we're gonna get 4, 5, 6 iterations of My Hero.
I mean, they already got the spinoff, and the spinoff is really
we already have 3. What am I saying? Exactly.
So I mean, listen, My Hero is really here for the long run. I mean, like once it's just a special time to be a fan, and the fact to be alive long enough to see, like in a sense, 2 phenomenons, like you know,
it's wild. It's
crazy. It's really crazy to think. Like, bro, I've been alive long enough to see the Dragon Ball takeover, where everything's Dragon Ball. I mean, and I don't even want to disrespect like Naruto to a sense. I feel Naruto is just
we've seen 3-4 phenomenons when it comes to anime.
We've
seen Gundam, we have seen Dragon Ball, we have seen My Hero, we have seen Naruto. We have seen 4 generations of different anime come up.
Demon Slayer now.
Still here.
This whole talk and nobody has mentioned One Piece, so I'm kind of sad, and that's still the longest running. Like that hurts my heart.
The longest running anime.
Listen, I give One Piece is really good. One Piece is long running. I feel One Piece is very I think One Piece is its own step. I think I won't put One Piece in the same, I'm not saying same category, but I want to talk about One Piece in the same way I talk about Dragon Ball, because I feel Dragon Ball had there's a very specific moment of Dragon Ball. I think what makes One Piece so special is that it's been so consistent and been so long running, and it still keeps people engaged. They still have these fans, they still have the people are still very, very into One Piece. I think I put them on 2 different wavelengths of special, because Dragon Ball was everywhere. Everyone, bro, everybody loved Dragon Ball. The hardest nigga on your block Dragon Ball. You know what I mean?
This is facts.
But One Piece has done such a good job of catering so well to their fans, and even in a sense, catering even to new fans, and he's keeping the story being told in a way that's very fun. It's, people talk really bad about One Piece and how long it is. One Piece isn't as hard of a read and or watch as people make it seem.
It's really not. When you actually all you have to really do is just start doing it, reading and watching, from the beginning. It's not.
You just have to skip filler. You really just have to skip filler.
Even the filler ain't even that bad. That's the best and worst part about it.
Filler. So one of my favorite. So this is kind of getting off topic, but one of my favorite arcs of Bleach is the bounce, and right before they get into a Rancor. So that's I fuck with filler arcs. Filler arcs are good. It's just some of One Piece filler arcs, they're kind of
Yeah, I mean, everybody only claims one filler arc, and that's the G8 one. That's when they come after Sky Island and they fall down and they end up in the Marine base. That's probably the only good filler arc. Everything else is
I hate that one. I hate that one.
Yeah. What? You really? Oh no, we gotta have the smoke now, bro. That's probably the best.
We're at an hour 20, and we're all in the group chat together. So we're talking about this. We got to change the chat name now.
That's true. That's true.
We're not talking about Tenya anymore. But bruh, I hate that one. I hate that one so much.
Bro. We got to talk about this.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in the chat.
Talk about it.
But man, Sid, thank you so much for pulling up on this, dog. Sid came in and man brought the energy as always. I mean, that's every episode. But man, Sid, thank you again, bro, for pulling up, man.
Like I said, bro, y'all are family now. My children My children will know Uncle LJ and Uncle AD. I will send them to Atlanta and the random ass Midwest.
Hey man, listen, I'm not gonna be here forever, dog. Give me 3 years. Give me 3 years. Let me get my bread right. I'm gonna be somewhere else, dog. I'm gonna be somewhere else.
Big bet. We gonna make a move. We gonna make these moves, man.
We gonna make these moves. Man, Sid, plug you and plug Section 8 right now. Oh, is he gone?
He did say his laptop was dying.
All right, man. So Sid's laptop died at the final buzzer, but we want to give a shout out to Sid. Follow him at Blue Squid Park, and man, make sure y'all listen to the Section 8 No Jutsu podcast. All those guys over there are great and awesome. It's a fun podcast. They bring the same energy that the Lookout and the Big Eyes brings every week. So definitely tap into them. Man, follow the Lookout RNC. man, shout out to all those Black creators, bro. Shout out to all the creators. All the creators. But
I looked at all of those, man. Everybody, like all the work, all the love in the community, everybody, it was amazing.
That for real, man, it was so amazing to see how many people really just posted and just showed love, and like not even just showed love to us, but to see all the other people showing love to other people, it was amazing, man. And like that's man, that type of stuff right there really shows like what we do it for, why we're about this, why we do this every week, why we pull up every week, and why we push out these shows, because this is this is what we do, man. And this is what we do it for. It's just to have fun, to bring love, and just to bring more and add more to the community. So, follow us on The Lookout RNC, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to all the podcasts, and subscribe to the podcast episodes. Yeah, man, just thank once again, shout out to Sid, who has a dead laptop right now, for pulling up. Thank you guys for rocking with us. AD, what's our motto?
Read more manga, watch more anime, drink a whole lot more water.
A lot of water.
Have yourself a nice day.
Have yourself a nice day. And yeah, man, we out. Peace.
I got some words about this One Piece shit though.